everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. To all my returning subscribers, you are welcome, and if you are just joining us, welcome to Queen Bee Unique Creation, where I share tips, tricks and tutorials on how to create stunning turbans and auto gele. Whether you are a beginner or looking forward to perfect your skills, you are on the right channel. So today we'll be learning how to do this padded turban gele. If this is something you are interested in, kindly keep on watching. Don't forget to like, to subscribe and share for more people. So for our padded design, we'll be needing the measurements for the V front, but the V front is different from the normal V front that we usually, different from the normal plated V front. So for the V front, we need the measurements of 16 or 15 inches for the length, while the width is 5 inches. So we'll cut that in 4 different places, 2, 3, 4. 4 places, it will be 2 for the left, 2 for the right. So 4 pieces. So for the turban cap, the one that will be at the back that we used to create the turban cap, raw silk is very stretchy, so you have to be careful with your measurement. So I'll be using 26 inches for the length of which is the head circumference. That's on the stretchy part of the fabric for the length, and the width is 12 inches. You can use 14, you can use 13, depending on how big you want the cap to be. But this 12 inches is okay for me. And you can decide to double this as into lining it and use the fabric as lining for it if you wish. But I won't be doing any of that, so this one is okay for me. So for the padded design that will be on top of it. So we have 3 different fabrics. So for that 3 different fabrics, the first measurement, we have 37 for the length. And we can either use 36. I wanted to cut 36, but this fabric is stretchy. So use 36 for the length, 36 for the length. Then the width is 13 inches for the width. The width is 13 inches for the width. For the width. 36 for the length and 13 inches for the width. This is the first measurement for the padded design. Then the other 2 has the same measurement. The other 2 is the same 36 inches for the length. The same 36 inches for the length. While the width is 7 inches in 2 places. So the padded design now is making 3. So 1, 2, and 3. So this one is 36 by 7 in 2 places, while this one is 36 by 13 in 1 place. So the remaining one now is to go to our sewing machine. We are going to turn this one right side facing each other. We sew it down and we turn it inside out. Do the same thing for this one and the same thing for this 13 inches too. You fold it right side facing each other, you sew it and you turn it down. We are going to be padding it with foam, but we first of all sew it and turn it inside out. Then we measure it before cutting our foam, so that we know the measurement of the foam we are going to cut. So that one aside. So for the padded design now, for the cap, turban cap rather, so the remaining will be on the sewing machine. For our the V front, how we are going to fold it. So you take one, you fold it like this. I'm not going to sew it too. You fold it like this. Let me use pins to hold it in place. So you fold it like this. So you take another one too and you fold it. So you let it be on top like this. Let me pin this one down very well so that it will not disturb me. So now the second one, so now I told you is 2 on the right, 2 on the left. So you are now going to place it on top of each other as if you created a plate. You understand? So you are going to place it like this. So you are going to use your pin to pin it down. Before we sew, we are going to sew the 2 together, but we'll sew it in one place. As in the 2, we'll sew it together once. So make sure the space you are leaving at the front is equal. You understand? So that it will look like pleat. You can see that it's different from the normal regular V front that we usually do, that we pleat it before folding it. So you can see now, this is one. So this is the right side, so this is the wrong side. So if I want to sew it now, I will sew it from this wrong side. I'll sew it straight. It will have just 1 stitch. I'll just sew it straight and it will be visible on this part. So I'll do the same thing for this one too. I'll fold it down the same way I did the first one, then I'll sew it. So here is it. You can see that this one does not have any sewing. There's only this part. This is the right side, this is the wrong side. So you can see that I only sew it once and I hold the two together. So if you want to do plenty, as if you want your place to be more than 2, so you can do 3, you can do 4, add it together and sew it on one place like this. It will still give you the same result. So this is it. So we are going to trim off this excess underneath it. So after that, we are going to create our V base. We create the V base like this, like the way we normally create V base. Then after creating the V base, we are going to notch up the center of our fabric, just the normal way we sew our V base turban, and we sew it together. But after sewing together, we leave it like this. We are not going to close it because we are still going to attach the padded design before we close it. I hope you understand. Here is the base. You can see I've joined it. So if you want to line in your own, so as you place the 3 together, the fabric down, this one, then you put the lining on top and sew it so that you can line in both. This is actually okay. So here is the base. You can see that I did not close the turban. I have not closed it. I just sew it and leave it like this. So now for our padded design, I've sewed the 3 pieces and I've turned it inside out. So here is it. So after sewing and turning, so this one gave me, it's not, let's say 6 inches. Yeah? Let's say this 6 inches. Then this other 2, 3 inches, 3 inches. So I will now use those measurements to cut their foam. Here is the foam. I have cut it. This one I cut the width 6 inches, like I mentioned. This one 3, the other one 2, 3. But their length is not the same thing as the length of the fabric, because I don't want the foam to get to the, I don't want it to get to the end of the fabric so that it will not be showing. So I cut 34 inches. Yes, 34 inches for the 3. 34 inches by the width of the fabric. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to insert the foam. The 3 foam, I will insert it into the 3 by 3 fabric. I'll put everything inside. So by the time I'm through, I'll show you the next step for us to take. So I forgot to mention the other time that this foam is half an inch foam. It's half an inch foam. Is a soft foam. When you get where they are selling all this sheer material, just tell them half an inch foam. So I say I should pass that information because I discovered that I did not mention the width of the foam that I use, that I'm using. So that's why I said let me inform you guys that it is half an inch foam that I use. You can actually use wadding also, wadding or fiber. But this design, I discovered that foam is the one that is good, as in that will bring out the beauty of this style. Is foam, this half an inch foam. That's the best thing to use for padding. So if you have watched to this point, kindly give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and share to more people that you thought might need it. And this is an invitation for you to join my Headwear group, which has already started. It's on Telegram. It's for a whole year. It's 15,000 naira. So you join any new design. I'll be posting new designs of turban on that group every month. As new design, new style emerge, I'll be posting it there. So if you are interested, you can click the link in the description box, which will lead you to our WhatsApp group. That one is free. That place also is where you can send in design you are having difficulty with, or you have any question to ask. So once you join that group and you're interested in the Headwear class, you make your payment, you send your receipt, and I'll add you to the group. I've been posting tutorials since last year, December. So if you're interested, you can join. I finished passing the foam inside. So here is it. This is the 2, the 6s and the half, and this is the 14 and the half, and the 13 inches rather. So now we take our turban cap, lie it down like this. So we are going to start with this one. This one, we are going to fold it into 2. Fold it into 2 like this, and pin it to this edge. Yeah. Don't pin it to this side because this place is for the band, so it's shorter than the fabric. So we pin it to the fabric and not to this band. But if your band and your fabric length is the same thing, you can actually pin it to the band. I hope you understand. But since the band is shorter than the fabric, so I'm pinning it to the fabric. But if your band and the turban fabric is the same length, so you can pin it to the band. But because this one is shorter, I'll pin it here. I hope you understand. So the foam is not expected to get to this ending, so that's why I use small size. So this folded part will be facing the front and this side will be facing the back. So I'm going to fold it into two like this, and I'll pin it down here, because we are going to sew everything down and close it together with the turban. That's why I said you should not close the turban when you are finished attaching your V base. Don't close the turban yet. I don't know if it's just me, but I used to look for office pins every time. So now that I've pinned this one, I pinned it towards my left hand side. It actually doesn't matter. You can pin it on any side you feel like. So it does not matter whether it's right or left. So now these two remaining ones, we are going to put them on top of each other, and we are going to pin it to the other side of the turban fabric. So this step may be a little bit tedious when you want to sew it, but you work your way through it. That is the style. So you pin these two down. Then you are going to close it together, just the normal way you close turban. You can pin it down before closing so that it will be more easier for you to close when you're pinning it down. So everything will be in place. You know, it's pieces, so it might be dancing up and down. So by the time you pin it down, it will be easy for you to sew down. So we are going to sew it down, you know, just like the normal way we used to sew our turban. But I will advise you pin everything down first. Pin everything down, pin them in place before sewing, so that no more will be, so that your sewing will capture everything. So you can see I remove them out from this part so that they will not disturb my sewing. So what to do now, I will sew it like this. First of all, stitch this band part down, then bring my hand out, then I'll sew this place and sew it everything down. So here is it. I have finished sewing it. So what I always do to keep my turban neat, if I'm not putting lining, is after sewing the hand, I will now fold the hand. You can see this one. I fold it and I sew it down, just to make the inner part to be very neat. And for this band part, if the measurement of your band and the fabric for the turban is the same thing, so you are going to measure the head circumference. You measure the person's head circumference and sew it from there. But because this one, adult head circumference is 23 for normal adult head size, but I normally use 22 because this fabric stretches a lot. So I normally use 22 so it will be firm on the person's head and it will not be too big. So here I sew from 11 inches. So that's why I sew it like this and bring it out. But adding being the fabric is the same thing with the measurement is the same thing. I hope you get what I'm trying to explain. So after I finish sewing, then I will just do this step and readjust it to the person's head circumference. So now you can see that we have done. So the next step we need to take now is to take our needle and thread and create our gather. We'll not start from this band part. No, you don't gather from here. You start from here. You gather it to this part. I think that is the process that everyone that making turban should know by now. So after gathering it, okay, let me gather it. I always say this, that when gathering, don't go once. You go to like 2 to 3 times, depending on how many times you can go. So you go like 2 to 3 times. You can see. I'll go again. And when tacking the knot, don't just tack the knot once. Tack it like 2, 3, 4, 5 times, so that to secure it. And for this step, you can buy all this shoemaker gum, shoemaker thread. I think I have one. Let me show you what it looks like. A shoemaker thread. They use it to sew our shoe. So you can use this type of thread for this step that I'm doing, so that it will be very, very strong. There is nothing that will make it to lose. You know, thread may lose, but this thread is very, very strong. I use it to make beaded bag. So and all this beaded blouse. So that's why I have it. So you can buy this type. It is called shoemaker thread. They use it to make to sew our shoe. It's very, very thick. Even your teeth cannot cut it. Very thick and strong. So you can use this thread for this part so that it will make your work to be very strong and durable. Not that your customer will call you that, oh, the back have loose, something like that. But if you don't have that one, you can do the step I'm doing. But just make sure that you knot it very well. Don't just knot it once and leave it. You can see the way I'm knotting it now, so that everything will be tight and strong. So after gathering it, we'll turn it inside out. So here is the front. So now we now start working on this place. So this foam is shifting towards the front. So you shift it downward. You make sure it's very optional. It's only when the foam shifts that you need to do this step. If the foam did not shift, there's no need to worry yourself about this step. Okay. So now we are going to put it like this. We fold it. So now we are going to use our needle and thread to tack it. We tack it down till we get to the middle part. Make sure the two sides are on top of each other like this. So we are going to be doing some tacking with our needle and thread till we get to the center. And while tacking, don't let the needle get to this upper part. Don't let the needle get to this place. So you just pinch this side. You can see. So that's how you pinch it. Then you go down back. That's how you tack. You tack it till you get to the center part. So make sure while tacking, you are arranging it. As you tack, you arrange. If you don't want to go through these threads of this one that I did double, you can actually make it one like this one. So instead of 3, you just cut 4. I hope you understand. So you tack it to the center, and this second side too. This one that has 2. You are going to tack this one too. You tack it the way I'm tacking this one. You don't let the needle show here, the thread show on this part. So you just come out from down and you tack it till you get to the center, so that the 2 will be on the center. But this one, after tacking this part to the center, you are going to tack the remaining one to finish, so that the 2 will become one. It will stay on one part like this. So I'll do all the tacking off camera and I'll show you what it looks like. So I've been tacking. My orange thread got exhausted, so I have to use this one. So this is the first side. This is the first side. You can see that when I tack it, I do not allow it to show here. And I tack it to the end. This is the down part. This is the upper part. So this second side now, you can see that I'm allowing the thread to show because we are still going to put something on it. So I've already gotten to the middle here, middle part here. This is the middle. I've gotten to the middle part. So I'm going to extend this like 2 inches away from this part. So you can see this is our V front. So you can see this 2 inches. So I'm going to extend this one now that I'm sewing. I will sew it to meet this one. I will sew it down to this part. If you get what I mean. So I will extend this more than the center. So like 2 inches away from the center. So that's what I wanted to show you guys. So after this step, I will now place it on the mannequin. After I sew it to this side, so I'm now place it on the mannequin so that we'll continue to create the style on the mannequin. And you'll be able to see it. It will be visible very, very well. You understand everything I'm doing in this part. So here is it. I told you that you should leave like, this is the V front. So 2 inches away from there. I think here I have like 2.5. It's actually okay. You can do 2.5 or 2 inches away. You know that I told you that you can use one style to create multiple style. So this is also a style. You understand me? You can also use this one. This is a style. It looks like the one I posted before, but it's not the same thing. So you can also just tack it here. Tack this part here. And this is a style. You just cut off this excess and you tack this part. You fold the mouth and tack it down. This is actually a style, or you can actually bring the hand forward if you want. But if you don't want it to come like this, you can see that this is a style. You see, this is also beautiful. But this is not what you are looking for. This one looks like the one I've done before. That one I did, the previous one. But you can cut off this excess, then tack it here or here. Just tack it down like this, then cut off this excess, fold it in, tack it down. This is a style. So, but for the style we want to do today. So this is one is for the left hand side that we folded into 2. And this is for the right hand side. Now to create our style, this left hand will go under, while the right hand will come on top like this. Let me do it again. This is the left, this is the left, this is the right. So this left will go under, the right will come on top, just like this. You see. Then now this left hand that come on top, you now twist it like this and this one will come on top of it. So this is our style. So this is what we want to create. This is it. So now this one that is underneath it, I'm going to trim it off a bit and fold it to this part. I'll trim it off, then I'll fold it and attach it to this under part. Then this longer one, I'll cut it also and fold it, and we put it to the back. So let's start that sewing process, that tacking process rather. So here is our design. This is the right side and this is the left one. So I've reduced it. So I'll just fold them out inside like this. I fold them out inside. I've cut it and cut the foam too. So I'm going to fold in them out like this. So after folding them out, let's see. Put the two out together. Then fold it to the back. And we are going to tack it down here. So let me first use pen to pin it down. I'm going to tack it down. So this one too, it will be on top. You can bring it and make it to be firm, you know. So you bring it down as much as you want, but don't let it to be skews. So once you bring it down, this is where it will be. Yeah. You tack it down. Then this one will be on top. This one will be on top. This folded, the two that we folded, this right left hand side one, we'll tack it on top of it like this. We'll make sure it go on top. So that one will be underneath it. So this is it. So this other one, I'm going to cut it also, reduce it a bit. Then after reducing it, I will fold it and tuck it to this back. I will tuck it in at this back. But I'm going to reduce it first. So let me do that off camera. Do the tacking, they will come and tack this one. Let me tack this first one off camera. What it's looking like. That first one, this is it. I fold it inside and I use this one to cover it. So now this one, I'm going to bring it to the back. I've reduced the foam inside. So I will try to fold it inward so that to make it neat. So I will try to fold this part. I'll fold the mouth inward so that it will be neat. Very, very neat. Fold it very well. Make sure it is neat. So after folding, then I will bring it and tuck it inside this place at the back. Towards the back of this place. I will just tuck it inside like this. Inside this first one that we did. So I will just put it underneath it this way. Then I'm going to tack it down on it. So fold the hand. Just like you see. I fold the hand like this, then I will tack it. So after tacking it, I will go and wear it on our mannequin so that I will see the beauty. So if you have watched to this point and you have not subscribed, what are you waiting for? Subscribe to the channel, join the family, so that you too can be able to make this for yourself or for your customer. So when I finish tacking, I'll go and put it on our mannequin so that I'll see the outcome of it. Here is the finished look of our padded turban. You can see how beautiful it is. The style is not really that hard, but get ready for tacking. It requires a lot of tacking. You are going to do a lot of tacking. So if you have watched to this point, kindly give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and share to more people that you thought might need it. So that will be to the end of today's tutorial. See you guys in my next video. Bye bye. God bless you.